Today I'll be talking about Netflix movies Irish Wish. The movie starts off with our female lead played by Lindsay Lohan as Maddie. Maddie has a one-sided crush on the author she's working with named Paul. Paul only sees her as a coworker and his ticket to success. As Paul's editor, Maddie is not only editing his books, but it appears she's doing all of the heavy lifting, aka writing the whole book, to even a point that her friends say it's your book. Fast forward, Paul falls in love with one of Maddie's friends, Emma. Maddie is attending their wedding in Ireland. In Ireland, Maddie finds this magical tree and wishes that she is marrying Paul instead of her friend. And the next morning, she wakes up in Paul's bed and is shocked, okay? And apparently what happens is realities between her friend Emma and her have been switched. So she is now Paul's fiance and Emma is just a friend. Now you have like the background. Let's talk about takeaways. Throughout the movie, you'll get to see that everyone has a match and why Maddie and Paul's relationship will not work. Paul likes outdoor activities like riding a bike, and Maddie would rather pick an apple, okay? Maddie wants to get married at a beautiful outdoor location, while Paul wants to get married at a venue. And just overall interests and topics for conversation are just different. Maddie doesn't realize that Paul and her relationship will not work until a photographer named James tells her that Paul doesn't know anything about her. He doesn't even know what her favorite book is. And if you guessed it, yes, our main lead is the photographer, James. She was more herself with James than she was with Paul. Did you notice that she even got a whole wardrobe change when she woke up as Paul's fiance? She was dressed in more dresses, preppy outfits, even matched outfits with Paul at times. He started wearing more elegant and classy feminine outfits. And is it because Maddie switched realities or fate with her friend Emma and now she has to dress like her friend? Or is it because of the expectations of marrying into a rich family like Paul's? And imagine like she ends up marrying Paul. Will she have to like play pretend all her life? She was pretending to be Paul's match and catering towards what she thought Paul wanted, but pretending is so tiring and it could be a form of lying, and in this story it really was. She wished she was married to him instead of her friend. Not only is that lying to him and taking away his free will, she's lying to herself the most. In all honesty, if he isn't interested, he's not interested. A very important character we have to talk about is Saint Bridget. Saint Bridget is the lady that makes Maddie's wish come true at that tree. Saint Bridget actively kind of creates situations where Maddie is able to meet her destined one, her perfect match, which is James. The biggest lesson throughout the whole movie is what is meant to be is meant to be. Forcing people to do things out of their free will has consequences, and usually not good ones. For example, Paul and Emma were not happy when they got separated. Found each other attractive and interesting, but because Paul was engaged to Maddie, Emma and Paul couldn't be together. Even though Paul and Emma's relationship worked so well, Maddie, with the help of Saint Bridget, was able to meet her destined one, but maybe she was always supposed to meet him, just like the interaction on the bus. And then as a photographer for Emma and Paul's wedding. The movie does end with a happy ending. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please do hit the like button. It does help my channel grow. And until next time.